Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I hope everybody had a great weekend. Hope everybody's refreshed, relaxed, ready to go. Let's go ahead and just get started by hitting that like button. Most of you already have, so I appreciate that. And today, if you'll notice the title, we're going to be doing some 5-minute chart trading. And so I have a very good morning, Tony. Good morning, Yugoslav. Good morning, Joy and Michael and everyone. We really appreciate it. I appreciate you guys being here. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe so you get the notifications. And next week, we're going to do another giveaway. Or actually, we're going to do it again on Wednesday. So you want to get the notifications so you can be here. Really looking forward to seeing everyone. All right. So with that being said, today's going to be a pretty special day where we're going to, what are we going to do? We're going to be trading, and I'm going to try to take a mini trades today during the session using a 5-minute chart. And so next week or tomorrow or Friday, we're going to start looking at some swing trading because I know a lot of you guys like that too. So we're going to mix it up a little bit. But for now, today, we're going to try to make some money doing some swing trading. So let's go ahead and get started with the swing or with the 5-minute trading. I'm going to do as many live trades as I possibly can today. All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. I'm just goofing around because I'm trying to get my screen to work. Just give me a second. What is going on? There we go. I like to have my little corner screen. For whatever reason, it was giving me a hard time today. All right, so let's erase this. So right now, we're starting. Thank you, guys. How many of you are interested in doing as many trades as possible on a 10-minute 10-minute chart or 5-minute chart? How many of you guys are interested in that? Let me know in the chat. It's already been planned. I can't change it. So we're doing what we're doing. So so I'll show you how we're going to do this. We're going to actually use the indicator, one of my indicators that I like a lot called the EFC. And so I have a dashboard here, right? And this EFC comes with a dashboard and it shows you oversold and overbought pairs. And we're going to use all right. Someone is interested, and I'm sorry I cannot read that name. I cannot read your name. I apologize. That is beyond my skill set. But I'm glad that you're interested. Hey, Paul. Hey, Carolyn. Awesome. Linda. Awesome. Thank you, guys. All right. So today we're going to use the EFC. Okay. And we're going to start by looking at some of the overbought. And so there's a pound yen trade that's entered, the US yen. Those trades have already entered on the hourly time frame. So we might try to catch that move on a 5 minute. So if it's already entered on the 1 hour, we still could have time on the 5 minutes. So let's start and look at the US yen. Okay, so you can see US yen was, well, what a great setup. You see how this works? Look at this. This thing was solid. Now this one was a loser, but we're going to ignore that. But this was solid. You see the price went up and then it moved down. And if you guys have remembered anything about my stuff, yeah, Rex, thanks, buddy. If you guys have remembered anything about my training, I have talked about the US yen. And if you guys remembered, and I always like to talk about it because I want people to actually pay attention to what I'm saying. It makes me feel good about myself, you know, and that's why I'm here. I'm here today because I want to feel good. Just kidding. So we had a breakdown. It was really overextended on the upside. You can see that. And we had a breakdown, right? And now it broke down. I believe that this is still a bullish trend, okay? And I'm talking a lot, but I had talked about this trend earlier. So I'm going to actually edit these trend line because I don't usually like to have them be a full trend. Let's edit it again. I like them a little thicker too. I like the thickness. You can change the thickness. I like them a little thicker so I can see them a little better. Right. So right here we have, this is, in my mind, this is a bull flag. Okay. And so we're going to be going down. Now that's more of a long-term scenario. I don't know what's going to happen on the short term, but right now you can see that we're overextended and we are entering into a trade. Okay. And so the trade is down. And so if it continues to the target, we do have an area of potential target right down here. Okay. It's either here or I think we could go all the way down here. I talked about that before. Let's take a look at it just for fun. We're going to look at it on a daily. And I know this is 5 minute charts, but I'm still going to look at stuff on the daily time frame. Okay. So you can see on the daily, we're just coming back. And what do we have? Well, we have a nice resistance point right here. You see, we're right near resistance. Okay. So even though this is triggered as a short on the 1 hour, I still believe that the target is right at the place where it should be at resistance. If it does get down here, that would be a double bottom. Okay, that would be a double bottom and very possible for a reversal. And so let's look at it now. Let's look at it now on a 15-minute time frame. Okay, we got a 15-minute, still moving lower on a 15. We actually have a channel now on the 15 as well, right? You can see there's these little channels. They happen on every time frame. You can see there's a little channel right here on a 15-minute time frame. Okay, so it's in the same direction. The hourly is moving this way, and now the 15 is moving in the same direction, but that's more pronounced. Okay, it's easier to see the swings. So we're moving towards a lower area. Let's take a look at a 5 minute. Okay, and so 5 minute. Now the 5 minute is pretty interesting because it's already been overextended to the downside. There's already possible divergence here. So let me put in the RSI indicator right here. We're going to put the RSI on the 5 minute, and we're going to see if we have a potential divergence scenario. So we hit the 30 right here, and you see we hit a new low here, and we hit a low right here. So now I'm actually thinking that because of that. Let's look at what the RSI looks like on the 1 hour. Still has some time to go lower here, but we have kind of bottomed out. You'll notice on the 1 hour, we've kind of bottomed out. 1, 2, 3, 4, we're inside of a resistance area. So now we're going to go to a 5 minute. We're going to make up our mind. And, you know, if you guys remember that pattern I talked about the other day, we have that consolidation pattern, right? Remember that one, guys? It was breakout, look for the pop, and then up. Remember? So, and then it goes, makes the move down. Here's another one. We got a consolidation down, and then maybe a move up. Okay. So on a 5 minute time frame, we're going to take a look and see what we're going to do. I'm thinking actually about maybe taking a breakout right here. So if this goes up, we're going to go long. So US yen, 5 minute chart. I haven't taken a trade yet, but I'm actually thinking about it. No trade yet. So US yen, we're looking at a buy. Okay, let's keep moving forward. Let's go back to our dashboard and let's see what else we had. So we had pound New Zealand. Pound New Zealand was triggered. Let's take a look and see pound New Zealand. I know you're here, pound New Zealand. Okay, pound New Zealand. Okay, so pound New Zealand, this is the 1 hour. So the entry was right here, and it actually got stopped out. You see how tiny that was? Just barely hit the stop loss. But since then, this is why, you know, your stops are important. But you see that there was the EFC told us to stop right there. It went up, stopped out, back down, and then we actually have like a triple bottom of a support here. And we have price broken this trend line with some room to get up here with a resistance point up here. See how there's a zone up here, right? And so I think price could get back up here. So let's go ahead to take a look at a tighter realm. Let's look at daily. I'm actually loving this on the daily, by the way. If you guys want to do a swing trade, look at what this is saying. We got support right here. Pop right down into support, and now it's breaking the trend line. It didn't quite break it yet, but it could break. If it breaks, we're moving this way, okay? And I know everyone understands my scribbles. Some of you are probably really upset that I got this new tool last week because I have a tendency to make scribbles. But right now, we just broke this level. I like this trade. I think we're ready to break out and to head up. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at on pound New Zealand. So let's see if we can find a trade. Is there a trade? We got 15-minute time frame, right? 15-minute is overextended and looking down. But remember, on the hourly, we're still going up. So this, to me, is a fake signal, which is why we need to learn how to trade divergences based off of a longer time frame. If you have a divergence on a 5 minute, well, that could get a good signal. As a matter of fact, look at this. This was solid. Boom, 37 pips, did not stop out. Didn't quite hit the TP, but this was a really solid 20, just about a 2-to-1 setup, right? So now we have the divergence happen, and now we're getting divergence again because it's now moved up again, okay? But we're pulling back, and we have a setup. And so I like the long here. However, the short could be a setup because the hourly is a long, obviously. You see the 1 hour, right? But it broke out, went right back down to the entry, which is very common. And now it could break down and go down even more here before moving higher, right? So I like the long, but at the same time, I am willing to go short if it breaks this. And it could be a fake out, yes, but it might not break, right? It might not break. So 2 ways to trade this. This is now the 5 minute. So we already have the US yen set up on the 5 minute. Now we're looking for the pound New Zealand. The way to trade this would be doing this. If it breaks out of this, you could do a tiny trend line here. You guys know I like ladders, right? So there's a ladder here, a ladder here. We could take trade number 1 if we want here on this, or trade number 2 would be up here when it breaks this. Either one of these would be a long setup, okay? Now, if we're thinking about going down, right, we could go like this and break and then break. If it breaks here or here, these could be potential short setups. So right now, nothing has happened, no trades yet, right? But we're trading 5 minute charts. So the US yen, this isn't the US yen I was looking at. I'm going to delete this one because it's just confusing when we have more than one US yen. There we go. Here's the US yen that I was looking at. Okay, so US yen and pound New Zealand are looking for setups. So US yen is trying to break out, but it's not happening yet. It's not happening. Okay, so we've got Euro New Zealand or Euro yen and pound. My brain, need a cup of coffee here. The US yen and pound New Zealand. All right, let's keep going to the scanner. What's the scanner telling us? Let's take a look at the USD Swiss because that's right next to it. USD Swiss. So USD Swiss is showing setups, and I have a setup right here and a setup right here. So now we have a triple bottom. It's overextended, and it's looking for either a break below this level or a move up. Let's look. This is a very strong downtrend, but let's look at it on a daily. So I believe that this is actually a pretty solid short, believe it or not, because if we look at a weekly, we did break out, but in a weekly we had, and can you believe it? We're trading a 5 minute chart and we're looking at weeklies. Is that insane? Kind of, but look at this. You guys see what I see? Do you see what I see? I see a channel, okay? And what do we look at when we look for channels? We're looking for breaks, ladder breaks, right? We've got the ladder. There's a ladder, broke here, boom. Oh, we got another ladder coming. This level could get here, and then from here, we've got all the way down here, right? So trading weekly time frames is awesome, right? So we put a big old stop loss up here, and we got a big old target right down here. So weekly makes it easy. You just check it once a week, right? Okay, but with that being said, is we're currently on a 5 minute, on an hourly. Let's see what we got. Okay, and I'm going to check my other trades, make sure. Okay, all right. So US Swiss is looking pretty good here. It could bounce and go up, but you see this last bounces have been pretty dead, and now we're consolidating. So if we remember that pattern that we were looking at, we could see one of these patterns, right? Remember that? Consolidation, pop, and boom, right? That could definitely happen before it breaks. And it could just, sometimes when it's really dead like this, it'll just go. And so we'll want to be aware of that. Let me look at a 5 minute now and see what is the 5 minute telling us. Actually, before we do that, let's go to a 15. Okay, so the bounces are really, really, really dead. Really dead. Not a good bounce at all. 5 minute. Okay, so here we go. So I'm gonna grab this one right here as a short. It popped off the moving average. It's moving lower. It is overextended, but I'm gonna grab this one. So this is gonna be the first trade right here with this setup. We're gonna do a USD Swiss short. So we're gonna take the trade. We're gonna go right here. Let's see. We'll put our target here. Our stop loss is going to be up above this shelf. And where's my stop at right now? Stop is about 12 pips, and we'll put our target at 20. We'll see how that goes. Let's go over to US yen. US yen is also making a move, so I'm going to actually take a trade on the US yen. So we're going to do US yen, and I'm going to 0.1, delete 0. Okay, we're going to buy US yen. We're going to put our stop loss back here. All right, and we're going to put our take profit. So we just did 2 trades, guys, on a 5-minute chart, and we did a lot of analysis, right? Trading on the 5-minute chart. So our target's 12, and our stop loss is 14. I might pull, actually, I like where the take profit is, right where this is. So we're going to do that. Okay, so we got that. Let's see what the pound New Zealand's doing. Pound New Zealand, nothing yet. So we're going to keep on searching. We're going to take as many trades as we possibly can in this time. All right, let's look at pound. Have we looked at any pound yet? Let's go to pound euro, pound dollar. One thing about this is it's kind of cool. You can look at the chart ahead of time by doing this. See this? This is our tool, which we update it quite often. That was our newest update. Is we can now, one of the other cool updates is you can now just make it tiny and it's floating. So kind of cool there. All right. Anyways, let's go to the pound. Pound dollar. Pound is overbought here. Oh, we actually already did a pound, didn't we? We did the pound on the pound New Zealand, but we're going to look at it. So we have this trend line broken. Okay. This trend line. Oh, I'm clicking the button. Does anyone else have that problem? They click the button and it doesn't want to click. It's irritating. Okay, clicks the button, broke this trend line, now broke this trend line. So it could be headed lower. You see we have a stall out and a bearish candle. We could come back and retest some of these levels, either this level here on this breakout, or we could retest this level here. So there's 2 potential areas for retest. Ultimately, though, we want to look at where this is going. These are 2 possible pullback areas, right? These 2. Now, let's go ahead and look at it now on a daily, just to have a little bit of fun with it. Daily. Let's get rid of these lines. Daily, it's in a big uptrend. Okay. Right here. And you can see, look how amazing the targets are on this. This was the short with a 180 pip target. This is the take profit right here on the pound dollar. It was just basically a perfect reversal. If I do say so myself, the tool does work. But you have to follow it, and you have to also really analyze everything, because there's a lot of losers as well, right? And that's how every strategy is. But right now, what we have is pretty cool. We have an uptrend, big old uptrend. We've got support right here. Here and here. We have a double bottom right there, double bottom. Price has broken above. So I'm all bullish right now. I'm all bullish on this, right? Because it broke above, double bottom. I think we're going like this, right? But we got to break out of this little one. Very similar to that US yen. Very similar. But that's what I'm looking at. I'm bullish on this one right now. We did break out on the, let's go down to a 5-minute. Okay, so on the 5-minute, we're still moving lower. Well, hold on. We're moving higher. We broke the downward trend line. So there was actually a short trade here because it went right up into that trend line and then moved lower. But we're kind of hanging out and consolidating here. So it's getting a new consolidation. Remember the pattern that I like to show you guys? This one. Pop and then up, right? Okay, so now we went back down, and so now what's going to happen? We don't know. Consolidate, pop down and up. I don't know, but remember that pattern. It's always consolidate, break, and then up. Doesn't always work that way. Consolidate, break, and then down, right? But you just try to find that one over and over again. Consolidate, break up and down, and so on and so forth. But right now, let's just look at what is going on right now. Right now, it's an uptrend. Daily has broken this key daily. This is a daily level right here that's really critical, and this is the support. So I'm going to be waiting for the ladder. I'm going to be waiting for the ladder. So I'm going to draw it like more like this. And we have this happening here, and this is pretty steep, so it could level out. You know, sometimes they'll level out. It might come back down into this area, but I'm actually more interested in a long here. But remember the ladder. The ladder is what anytime we get a pullback. So here's what I'm looking for, right? So I'm waiting for this to happen. It might come down lower first, and then we get it, right? But that's what I'm looking for. But so no trade on that one right now. Let's look at the pound New Zealand. I bet that's probably moving lower as well. Yeah, pound New Zealand is moving lower. And again, the same with the pound dollar. I mean, it might be setting up for an up trade, but it could move quite a bit lower first, right? And so that's what 5-minute trading is all about, is sometimes you just want to take the shorter move, but you want to remember that there's a higher probability when you take the move to the upside, right? So in trading, it's really good to pass on the bad trades and to take the good trades, right? If you can filter those bad ones out, and even if you get a few pips, right? Because I did that last week. If any of you guys were on board last week and you remember, I took a pound dollar long, and where was the trade? It was somewhere in here. Oh, there. Well, no, that's not it. I took it somewhere in here, right? And I'll just use this as an example. And it popped to the upside, right? Maybe this was it. Yeah, I took it right here, and I put my stop. Let me draw. Okay, I took the trade. No, it jumped on me. Stop. Sorry. I took the trade here. Right here, guys. Right there. And I put my stop down here. And it ended up moving up and ended up being a great trade. Why? Because I was trading with the trend. And I don't know if that's the actual one or not. I have to go back. But that's an example. If you're trading with the trend, it gives you a higher probability, okay? So you got to make that decision, right? So I'm personally going to hold off on that, okay? My US yen is up, and my USD Swiss is still break even. So we still got a lot of time here on both of those, okay? So let's keep moving and try to find some more setups. Pound dollar is moving lower, and we have this breakout. So if I did want to go short here, it could definitely has some room. I mean, it definitely does. I'm bullish and waiting for the pop to the upside, but we could ladder down. I mean, we really could. And I know that's probably not what you want to hear. You want to hear, you know, this is the market's going to do this, it's going to do that, and this is how you make money. But I mean, it could ladder down a little bit like that. You know, we got our ladder, right? And then break up. It could definitely do that. And if that's the case, then we could easily go short here, right? So right now we got a pretty solid break to the downside, pretty nice momentum. And so what we'd want to look at is maybe to come down here, okay, come back up and take a short here, okay? So I'm not going to take this initial one, but I'll be watching this. And by the way, I'm going to be leaving a little bit early today, 9:55. So I'm going to try to take as many trades as I can before we get there. So that's pound. Let's try to get back in on a bounce to the short, even though I do love this long too. But, you know, you just got to take what the charts are giving you for the time being, even though it's saying long term, short term is going down. Okay. Let's go back to our scanner. Let's look at Australian USD. Okay, Australian USD is really sideways. Let's look at it on a daily. Really sideways on a daily. No other way to put that. And so this could be another range trading scenario. Okay, we have right here. And And I mean, I could go into some more depth on this daily. We do have this happening. Okay, we got this. And we have this, right? Upward move, sideways flag, pop into here and then popping up. But right now, it's literally been in this sideways zone for a month, right? No, not quite a month, 323. It's been in there a while. So let's go back to an hourly. This is a nice little level. Could we see the momentum continue, right? So it's showing breaking this level. Let's see what it looks like on a 5-minute. Okay, 5-minute actually triggered a short, and then we had a stop out, and now we're going short again. It is currently breaking right here. I would put my stop up here and my target down here. I actually like how this is set up, so I'm going to grab this one right away. I'm going to grab this one too, which is very similar to the pound dollar one that I just passed on, but I'm going to grab it. So we're going to do this. We're going to grab this one, and we're going to put our take profit here, and we're going to put our stop loss right up here. Okay, so I have right now a 17 pip stop with a 17 pip target. 17 and 17, 1-to-1. Okay, let's look at our other trades. US yen doing well, and USD Swiss is doing nothing. Okay, pound New Zealand still waiting. So we have 3 trades on. So I've been able to set up 3 trades. Hopefully you guys are enjoying that. Let's go ahead and take a look at our setups now. We got 3 trades. Let's go look at let's look at gold. Okay, gold is moving lower. Let's look at gold, guys. We'll pull the chart up. So on gold, we're currently oversold, which I think could be a good opportunity, kind of a long-term thing, because we have some areas here. If this level breaks, definitely a head and shoulders pattern. Do you guys see that? Does everybody see that head and shoulders? Yeah. Hey, let you guys know we have 70 people watching today. Hit that like button. We only got 28 likes. Let's get that thing up. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this training. But take a look here. We got it. This is a shoulder, the head, and it popped up here, and another shoulder, right? And then this is the neckline, right? So if this breaks lower, boom, there we go. But this is actually showing an oversold. So it is already oversold, which indicates that if we get a move lower, we might pop up, right? Let me clear the board here because that looks disgusting. Okay, right. So thank you guys for your support. I really appreciate it. All righty. We've got a lot of support right here, though. I mean, we do have a lot of support. If it breaks this neckline, we got a lot of room to this place. That's 30 pips, 1733. At that point, there's a lot of support. Let's look at it on a weekly time frame. Some of you guys may remember I was watching this double bottom. Boom, boom on the weekly. Okay, you can see we're in an uptrend, right? An uptrend. And we had that channel and lots of support here, which doesn't really mean anything for this particular trade because that's a lot of dollars away. That's 1673, and we're currently at 1733, so it really doesn't mean much. But it just gives you an idea. It's always good to have ideas in your mind on what's happening on longer time frames. So right now, we are moving lower. And it's breaking, but because we have moved, let's look at a 15, because we've moved down so much, we had divergence happen here with an entry, okay? And so now we're actually in a divergence. It's oversold on the 15 and on the 1 hour, even though it's breaking lower. And this is something you can be aware of on fake breakouts, okay? I'm not saying it's gonna fake, but it could fake. Because why? Because it's a divergent situation. If you get a breakout on the bottom, okay. Kevin had a great question. Everybody hit that like button because Kevin got a great question. Good job, Kevin. I really appreciate that. So this is oh, let me finish my thought and then I'll get to the question. Okay, here we go. Fake outs, right? I'm not saying this is going to be a fake break. I am not saying that at all, but we do have a little trend line. We have this big candle here. This is a big signal to the downside. This big thing, right? Pushing lower, and then we have price moving. So there is a trade here, okay? A trade. But we have this channel here, okay? And we have this channel here, right? And we have an upward trend. It just broke to the downside, so we're now moving down, right? But it is oversold in divergence. So one of the things, oh yeah, the watermark. You know about that watermark, don't you? Oh, okay. Let me get the watermark on. Fake breakouts. Let me get my fake breakout. I got to stop looking at the comments. I love your comments. Please keep asking questions, but I get I get sidetracked. So this is a great breakout, but one way to remember about fakes is if it has a support level, if there's divergence happening, and we know that there's divergence, and also if it's counter trend, right? So fake breakouts, those are three things to look at. Write that down in your notes, actually. If you're looking at taking a breakout, you want to look and see if there's divergence, if there's another support or resistance level nearby, and you also want to see if it's in the direction of the trend, right? Those three things will help you avoid fake breakouts. And as I've been talking, I probably should have taken this trade because it's really moving, right? But it's really moving, and it is a head and shoulders, and so that neckline would take us it could take us down here. This will be support here at 1733. If 1733 handles, it goes down here. Okay, now let's hit the questions here. I'm going to hit Kevin first. Thank you, Kevin. And he says, how do I get the trades to trigger like that? Okay, so here's how it works. So the first thing you want to do is you want to click one-click trading, which is you either do a right-click on your mouse or you just do Alt-T. So let's do Alt-T. See that? On and off, I'm hitting Alt-T. Okay? Now, once you do that, okay, then you take the trade, okay, by just pushing the one-click buy or sell. All right? That's what you do. So let's go back to gold and see if there's a trade ready. Okay, so we have a possible long here, okay, because of that fake break situation that I was talking about. So I'm going to just take it just for demonstration purposes. So we're going to do Alt-T, okay, and I'm going to take a long setup right here, buy. Now this is gold. Now I have the trade. Okay, this is, oh no, this is a 1 minute. I was supposed to do 5 minute only. Okay. Now that I have this in place, now you see where it says drag to modify? You hover your cursor and then you right click and then you drag and it adds your stop loss. Okay, now I'm going to drag and add my take profit. Okay, so right here, let's see what we got. I'm going to do and then to calculate the distance, you just right click and it brings up your crosshairs. Or not right click, you hit your center, your scroll bar. You hit the scroll bar and you drag it. You click and drag. That's 33 up and 33 down. Right? So I have a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. Okay? So now I have the trade, a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. Okay? That is how we do this. Okay? And divergence is a reversal. This is not a reversal. Well, every trade, in my opinion, is a reversal, and that's a whole nother topic because I have to I have to answer Lorena's question first. Then I'll talk about Linda and the other person's name that I cannot pronounce, Bhupendra. Hopefully I didn't destroy your name too bad. Okay, so Linda wants to see the, is that Linda? No. Lorena wants to see the tool. So what we do is we go over here and I'm going to add my Epic. It's an Epic tool. And then it shows position on the chart. Show true. I like blue. Its default is gray, but hey, 14. And we're going to put it to the bottom. Okay, and if I don't do that, see, there we go, 5 minutes. If I don't do that, let me know. Okay, now, here we go. Linda is asking about the oscillator. Okay, so this is the RSI, okay, and I don't have it on all the charts, right? Well, the reason I know divergence is from these candles and from the scanner, right? The scanner is scanning for divergence here, okay? And that's how I know it's scanning. This is the EFC tool. And so I'm just using the EFC tool for all of today's trading, okay? That's how I'm doing that, Linda. Now, Bhupendra is asking about a reversal trade. I believe every trade is a reversal. Okay, I believe every single trade is a reversal. And that's how I like to trade. Okay, good, Kevin. Thank you. And if you guys are enjoying this, hit the like button. And I'm leaving at 9:55 today. So I'm trying to get as many trades as I can. Let's see. We got gold. Australians losing. Pound. I'm looking for it to come up here. USD Swiss is losing and US yen is winning. So I'm winning on the pound, winning on the Australian, or losing on Australian. I got a lot of trades. So we got 1, 2, 3, and 4 trades in 30 minutes. Okay. So I'm going to try to catch this to move up a little bit more and then short it on this 5 minute. All right. So reversal question. Reversal. Is this a reversal? Yes, I like to trade everything reversal, every single trade. But the problem is I like reversals in the direction of the trend, because you can take a reversal that's counter trend. And wait, that doesn't make any sense. Reversal is a counter trend. How can you take a reversal and no, wait, what? No, a reversal is going in the opposite direction. But I like to go in the opposite direction on a lower time frame in the direction of the bigger time frame, okay? So what that means is we were looking at gold right now. Gold is moving down. So I went long. That's a reversal. I went the opposite direction, right? I took a reversal trade. But we'll look at the overall trend, okay? The overall trend is up. So I took a reversal. Price is moving down, okay? Price is moving down. Here, see that price is moving down. Can you guys see the direction is down? But what's the overall trend? It's up. It's up. It's up. So I took a reversal in the direction of the trend. Okay, so now good. Keep hitting the question. So I did launch a master trader program, and there is a very specific step-by-step strategy that we teach, and we have an instructor giving live trades every single day, and he's the best person ever. Well, not the best person ever, but he's a great trader and a great instructor, and he's giving live trades with our specific strategy. And we teach you the strategy as well. So that's that. Yes. So that answers that question, Vakas. And Bhupendra, why only 1-to-1? Well, because I'm trading 5-minute charts, and I'm also on a limited time today. So I'm just doing that. I'm just doing 1-to-1. As the trade progresses, sometimes I'll move the target up, right? So let's go back. I'm losing on this trade, but let's just say that I see this thing popping up and it's moving with a big bullish candle. I'll be like, oh man, this thing's rolling. So I'm going to move it up here, and then I'm going to tighten my stop. And I like to just tighten my stops as price moves on. So it started as a 1-to-1, but then it might end up a 2-to-1 or a 3-to-1. Good morning, Mr. Frog. Thank you for joining us. So Bupendra said, basically you're trading pullback right on the support, strong or resistant. Absolutely. Give that man a like and a congratulations, because he nailed it. That's exactly what I'm doing. And it is called a reversal because it's a reversal on a very low time frame, right? It's just on what you're looking at, right? So you can see it's definitely a reversal. It's moving lower. It's 15-minute. Everybody's saying this is a downtrend, right? If you're very short-sighted, you're like, oh, wow, this is a downtrend. The price is moving down. But all you got to do is reverse the time frame. I just clicked over to a 1 hour, and there you have it. Now I got to find my do you guys remember I put the label on the chart? Now it's gone. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I'm going to delete this indicator window. I'm going to add a little template, save template, default. Yes. Okay, so let's see if we can get one more trade. We got 4 trades. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if we can get one more. And we got pound dollar. Pound dollar is moving up, uptrend. It's currently down. I was thinking if it breaks this little level, I was thinking about maybe 2 possible trades on this one, okay? 2 possible trades on the pound. A breakout buy, that's a buy, or a short on if it comes up and then gives us a price action signal, a rejection of this, right? So if we get a strong buy here, a break, so it's either long or short at this point. However, in the direction of the trend, I'm definitely looking forward to a long, so I'm actually hoping that it does that, okay? Because I like this long. That's what I like, so I'm going to try to stick what I like. Always find the stronger trend trades, and you will be rewarded long term, okay? All right, let's go back. I'll see if I was going to try to grab that, if there's anything else that we could grab here. Euro dollar, I want to see if I can avoid dollar because I already got a lot of dollar stuff. Anything that's not dollar. Pound, I already got pound. Is there anything else? There's got to be some more. Let's do this. Indicators list. Okay. All right. I was just wondering what let's try the CAD yen. Let's try the CAD yen. Okay, so the CAD yen is the next setup. All right, CAD yen. There we go. CAD yen hourly. So actually this is pretty interesting. We have a pretty strong uptrend, a pullback here. You can see pullback, went back up, made a new high, and then it came back down, right? So now we've leveled off. That extreme uptrend has leveled off. And now we're actually testing this, right? We're retesting this level. We have a break here, okay, and here. So we could be forming a channel now. This could be forming. It could break right up if the uptrend wants to continue, but we could be forming this channel right here. Okay. I already took 1 Swiss. Hey, thank you. Thank you. Everybody hit the like for Bupendra. I thank you, and I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Frog, I'll try to hit a Swiss. I got a short time. Linda, I'm going to try to hit that too. But let me get this one. I might not have time for everybody. So here we go. CAD yen, it's moving lower here. Moving lower. You see a lot of rejection. Let's do 5 minute. and 5 minute is pushing lower as well. So I'm going to grab it. I'm just going to hit Alt T. We're going to do this. We're going to grab it, 0.1, and we're going to short this thing. I'm going to go try to get to some of these old lows, 10. We'll go down here, and we're going to put the stop loss up above. And so we have a 15 pip stop and a 12 pip target. So not quite a 1-to-1, but as the trade progresses, I will make it a 1-to-1. All right, Swiss pairs. Let's see. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Or no, not a trade. Let's get CAD yen. We have 5 trades, guys. 5 trades. Pound New Zealand is about ready to make that my 5th. If this thing breaks, see, we have the consolidation, and remember the consolidation patterns, guys. Remember consolidation, it comes down and then pops, right? Or consolidation, it pops up and down. So after the pop, always be looking for the fake reversal, right? Because that's always a possibility, and it doesn't always happen, but it happens a lot. All right. So Pound New Zealand, I want to go long. Let me just, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to go long. We got to, well, no, I'm not. I'm going to look at something else first. Okay. All right. Let's look at Pound CAD. Pound CAD. I do like the Euro New Zealand. You're right. It's been, I wouldn't necessarily say it's my favorite, but I do like it, especially lately because it's been trading really nice. Okay. Pound CAD. I got 5 minutes, guys. I got 5 minutes. Hit that like button if you think I'll get to 2 more trades in 5 minutes. Pound CAD. We have a double top, right? And it's uptrend, very strong uptrend. Double top consolidation. Almost looks like the Pound New Zealand, really. Let's go back to Pound New Zealand. Very, very similar. Very similar. And so I'm really glad to get a second set of eyes on it because I've been thinking really bullishly for Pound, but it's good to see Linda saying that she's thinking short because of the double top. So we got a double top. Let's take a look. Okay, we got this breakout. We got the pullback up. So if it pops and then we get, here's an idea, and I'm probably not going to have a trade it, but here's an idea. See the consolidation and the pattern that I talk about where it pops up and then down, right? A breakout, everybody's like, okay, it's going long, and then up and then down. That is a possible idea. So if we wait for this, wait for it to break out of this consolidation, pop up, and then look for a bearish candle to go down. Now, if that happens, that would be really interesting, but I have no idea right now. And I don't really have a favorite, Paul. I don't have it. Well, no, you know what? Gold's probably my favorite. Gold is actually probably my favorite. There you have it. I have a favorite. It's gold. I don't have any favorite kids, but I do have a favorite currency pair. All right. So we got that. Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you. We're almost at, actually, we're at 89 people are live right now, and we have 46 likes. So before we close this in 3 minutes, I want to see the likes come up. So I'm going to short this, guys. I'm going to short this. Here we go because of that bearish candle. So we're going back to the bottom. We got a 16 pip target. And we have a 22 pip stop loss. Okay, so we got 2 minutes. Let's see if we can get one more trade in. That would be a lot of trades. We got CAD yen. We got pound CAD. We got gold. Actually, looks like gold I lost. My first loser. We got gold. We got Australian USD. We got US yen, USD Swiss, and Pound New Zealand is not in a trade yet. And let's see if we got enough time for one. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to give you guys the results today because I don't have time, but you're going to want to hit the subscribe button because why? Why do we want to hit the subscribe button? Because I'm going to tell you the results of these trades. You'll get notified. Okay. And Toomer has a question. and it's a good one. Okay, Toomer's question is about the RSI, and I have a video. I have a video here that I'm going to post in the chat, and it's specifically for Toomer because he wanted to know about the trading of the RSI. Check that link. And thank you, Paul. Tell your friends. Yes. Oh, Pound New Zealand is my last trade. I'm going long on it. I'm going long on the Pound New Zealand. Last trade of the day. There we go. I'm going to give you guys an update on everything. So this is a, we'll go with 28 pip stop, and we're going to do a 28 pip target. Pound New Zealand is a little bit more wild. You got to give it a little bit more room. Okay. What was it, 7:30? I have no clue. I have no clue. I don't know. Thank you. Thank you, Toomer. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Linda, Paul, Carolyn, Sid, Chris, Frog, Bhupendra, Vakas, lots of Kevin. I really appreciate it. Hey, by the way, if you guys would, please go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe, because we're going to do a giveaway on Wednesday. We're going to go over the results of these trades, and I'm going to do some more swing trading stuff as well. So we're going to do some swing trading stuff because not everybody likes to gun it on the 5-minute charts. And we're going to see how these trades progress as time goes on. All right. Thank you, guys. I'm out of here, but have a great Monday, everybody. And we'll come back next week, and you'll find out what happened with all these trades. All right. Thanks, guys.